What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Ultimate Spider-Man 2-pack. All being honest here, I love Ultimate Spider-Man. However, I haven't really read too much of the comics to get an advanced understanding for the story. So unfortunately, I can't say too much without sounding like an absolute fool. All I know is, it's pretty good and it's worth a read. These figures, from what I understand, just came out of nowhere, which is the usual for Hasbro sometimes, and started showing up at Walmarts. That's pretty much all I know. But anyway, let's not waste any more time and take a look at the figures. Now this figure is technically a Spider-Man figure already released from the Space Venom Build-A-Figure wave. Unfortunately, I do not have the older version, so I can't do any comparisons. But as far as my knowledge goes, they corrected some of the issues from the older version, which is definitely a plus. But let's take a closer look. Spider-Man's face looks pretty good, and the paint job, surprisingly, on the head is really clean. The eyes have a lens sculpt and a matte white and black color, and looks good. The body is pretty skinny and doesn't look too lanky, which was a minor issue on the Pizza Spider-Man. The paint, again, for the most part, is really well done, with the exception of the minor hiccups on the front and the back of the figure. But it doesn't look too bad. The arms look good too, and have a minor muscular sculpt on it, and looks pretty good. Unfortunately, on the figure's right arm on mine, some of the blue paint was chipped off. Yeah, lovely. And that was right out of the box, by the way. Anyway, moving down to the legs, they look good with the sculpt. The legs do look muscular, but at the same time, not really. It's a skinny and not too muscular, which makes sense since Spider-Man is still a teen in this universe. Can't say much about the color since it's just one color, which is blue. The lower legs look great too. Sculpt is good and paint is great. Spidey doesn't come with a whole lot, but he does come with the stuff that he would need. He comes with one fist hand and one web flipping hand. Unfortunately, he doesn't come with a fist hand for the right and a web flipping hand for the left. It's disappointing, but it's nothing I'll lose sleep over. And he comes with two wall crawling hands. And that's it. Not a lot, but still a decent amount. Next up, let's look at Vulture. The figure itself looks marvelous. No pun intended, I swear. The only complaint I have is the head. It sits way too high on the neck, and it doesn't look very good. And that's a shame, too, because the head sculpt is fantastic. And when I say fantastic, I really do mean fantastic. It looks so good, and the paint is clean on it as well. The body looks good, no complaints, and I absolutely love the paint. It's a metallic light green and a metallic dark green, and it looks awesome in all the right places. The arms look great, too, with that feathery, spiky sculpt on the forearms, and it looks great. The legs look pretty good too, no complaints there. And the lower legs are not really anything to write home about. They look fine. And finally, his giant wings. They look amazing. The main color is silver and it looks fantastic. The sculpt is feathery, but for the most part, it's very smooth. It looks great. Absolutely love these wings. The wings do come apart in the package, and you have to assemble them, which isn't hard to do. But other than that, the only accessory he has is the helmet. The helmet is really well done. It looks great. Paint, once again, is clean, and it goes on the ball joint with ease. Just one problem. It once again sits way too high on the neck. Yes, you can hide it in certain situations, but still, it's an issue nonetheless.
Okay, articulation time. Let's get started. Head is on a ball hinge. Can move this far up, this far down. It can only barely pivot, and it can also swivel. You know the drill. Arms are on a swivel hinge. They can have full 360 rotation. Can move about this far. So that's good. Biceps can swivel. Elbows are on a double hinge. Not bad. Hands can swivel. And they are also on a hinge. So that's good. Ab crunch. You get 2 clicks forward and he moves pretty far forward. 2 clicks back and... Was it two clicks? No. It's 1 click back and he moves back pretty far. So it's not bad. Waist is on a swivel. Not bad. Legs can move far forward, about this far. They can move back about this far. Anyway, ultimate test. Can he do the splits? Almost. Granted, it's wider than the Pizza Spider-Mans, but still, it's not complete splits. I'm wondering what's, like, Hasbro's deal with this. I mean, granted, it is better than the 6-inch, usual size 6-inch Spider-Man figures, I'll give it that. But still. Thighs can swivel. Knees are on a double hinge. Not bad. Shins can swivel, but you don't really need it, honestly. And this one on mine was really, really loose. I had to take tissue, put it in the socket, and now it has a bit more... It's more stable, but it still is pretty loose. I mean, this one is just fine, but this one is just... It slips a lot like butter. Yeah. The ankles can move this far back. Not very far forward, so that's kind of disappointing. And we also have the ankle rocker. So, ultimately, no pun intended, I swear to God. Articulation on this guy is pretty good. I can't compare it to Reveltech because that's obviously not fair. But, you know, for articulation, the Spider-Man was actually better than what I was expecting. So that should I'll tell you something. Articulation on Vulture is pretty good. But there are a few limitations we have to talk about. So let's go over it. Head is on the ball hinge, can move all the way up because the head sits way too high on the neck, all the way down because the head sits way too high on the neck. So yeah, it does have its perks, but let's be honest, do you want gaps like these? Nope. I thought so. Can swivel, and also does have a bit more pivot than usual. Arms have a swivel hinge, they can hinge up that far, they can swivel. Not sure about full 360 rotation because about this thing, so do be careful. There is a butterfly joint in here, but it only barely moves, and I mean only barely. Like, that's almost damn near useless. Not much use out of that. Bicep swivel. Elbows have a double hinge, though mine are really stiff. Yeah, really stiff. Hands are on a swivel hinge. Ab crunch. Can he move forward at all? No. Well, barely. It's just one click, but I can't really tell if it clicked or not. And also, look at this. This is it all the way forward. And that's it, like normal. So, the ab crunch moving forward, damn near useless. That's nice. But can click back pretty far. But again, it still is not exactly the most useful, so damn near useless. Well, more useful than the front ab crunch. Waist can swivel, so that's good. Legs can move this far up, actually, which is actually pretty good. This far back, which, again, is actually not bad. And he can not do the splits, but, you know, he's Vulture. He's Tombs, he's not supposed to. Thighs can swivel. Knees are on a double hinge, but again, they are stiff. So if yours are stiff, do be careful. Try not to break it. Ankles can move this far down, this far forward. And we also do get the ankle rocker. So it's not bad. So articulation of Vulture is not bad. If you know how to pose your figures, you'll get some cool poses out of this guy. Just do be aware of the limitations.
Spidey stands just under 5.5 inches, and Vulture stands just a bit over 6 inches, and his wingspan is about 12.5 inches. Now let's do some size comparisons. Here they are compared to the Marvel Legends Venom and Carnage. Here they are with the Marvel Legends Wolverine and Deadpool. Here they are compared to the Marvel Legends Iron Fist and Scarlet Spider. Here they are compared to the SH Figuarts Iron Man and Black Panther. And finally, here they are compared to the SH Figuarts Tony Stark and Marvel Legends Captain America. They are perfectly in scale with the other Marvel Legends figures. So if you want to sneak them into a display, you're good. Overall, this set is really good. I ended up liking this set a hell of a lot more than I thought. I would have preferred the Spider-Man coming with both fist hands or whipping hands, but it's only a minor issue. The Vulture is really good and my first Vulture figure, and so far I'm impressed. The only thing I don't like is the issue with the head sitting too high in the neck. This set is really good and I recommend it a lot. I'll go as far to say this is the best Marvel Legends set released so far. And I know you guys and gals are going to probably hunt me down and kill me for saying that. But still, I love it. If you want it, I suggest you hurry since this is an exclusive and it's only available at Walmart. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, and a fan of the Ultimate Spider-Man series, snag this set. Because knowing exclusives, this will most likely show up on Evil Bay for double the price. I will have to give this set an excellent 9 out of 10. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I am Super Mariozilla, and I am out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.